What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, we're going to talk about Stellantis, man. They are the worst company ever. First of all, they tricked everybody into thinking that they weren't going to make the Durango Hellcat again. And look, they still make the Durango Hellcat. People ran out and bought those cars under the impression that they were investments. Now you got people that are struggling, trying to make it because they got to make these high car payments. Because y'all can understand, when those cars came out, it was during the time when interest rates and stuff was super high. So you had all these people running out, you know, going into their retirement, going into their savings, buying those cars. And now when you look at the value of those cars, they're tanking. And on top of that, they come out with this Dodge Charger Daytona EV crap, which is fake exhaust.
If we swing to the back then, we'll have you rev it up. We have sort of exhaust outlets in the lower fascia here. And you can feel the air that it's... And there's a lot of vibration there that's coming out from that outlet.
I mean, it's almost like an insult to our intelligence. Think about it, guys. They put a fake speaker exhaust system on a car. They're talking about it would give you the same feeling as the Hellcat. It's as loud as the Hellcat exhaust.
It's raucous, it's in your face, it's just as loud from a decibel standpoint as the Hellcat.
Now, what kind of insult to your intelligence is that? Everybody who is into muscle cars know daggone well you are not going to get the same feeling from a daggone EV you'll get from a red eye. They're going to Cybertruck. You're not going to get it. It's just amazing to me how these people are able to continue to do this. And then they put the main thing that bothers me, guys, and this is something that I've been thinking about for a long time. They literally took stickers, put them on a car, raised the price, put a stupid placard under the hood and said, this is the last call. It's that Super B, y'all. They got a markup on this? Nope. Oh, this joint pretty, right? I'm surprised it's still here. And we got this one, the Swinger. I think this one still got the markup. Yep. But the other green one's gone. It was right here. See, that joint gone. It's incredible. And the most wild thing about it, when you look at the price of those cars and you look at what they're worth now, it makes your heart drop. Things happen, and sometimes you gotta get rid of stuff in order to make it work. So can you imagine being in a situation where you got this last call, you paid a $10,000 markup on it, you need to get rid of it. You like, oh man, I got this car, it gotta be worth some money. Stellantis say this is the last call. You go to trade it in and they tell you that car's worth probably $15,000 to $20,000 less what you thought it was worth. I mean, that gotta be life-changing to me. Because I remember seeing YouTube videos where people were going out and buying that Challenger Ghost, talking about they're going to wrap it in bubble plastic, and they're going to preserve the car for their grandkids or their son.
This thing will have. So the story behind why my friend got this is he got it for his 3-year-old son as an 18-year-old birthday gift. So it's gonna sit for the next 15 years so he could have it for his 18th birthday. It's gonna be a super rare car. It's probably gonna double in value.
Their son like 2, and they think that car's gonna be worth a whole lot of money. Now, don't get me wrong, it might be worth some money 40 years from now if they never drive it. But we all know these cars are not built the best. Who's to say that car's gonna last that long? I'm talking about in a condition where you're gonna get a lot of money for it. With this Chrysler 300, you know, they really cheaped out on this car in a sense. And I'm saying that this car is cheap, but they could have put the Hellcat motor in this car, guys. They could have done it. But of course, Stellantis wanted to take the easy route and just threw a 6.4 in it. It didn't really change too much to the car. Now, I love my 300, don't get me wrong. But I honestly feel like this is one of the better built last calls. They ain't really labeled this car last call. This is probably one of the better built last call cars that were made in 23. Because I haven't had any issues with it. But, you know, people ran out and bought those, you know, those Stingers. And I think OC Motivated just made a video. He was talking about his car. And you know, luckily, I kind of think he thinks the way I think about owning one of these cars. He didn't necessarily think it was going to be an investment, because we've been preaching this stuff, guys, from the beginning about these cars not going to be worth anything. You know, because you had a lot of people under the impression that if they go out and get one, you know, they'll be able to flip it. A lot of people bought these Chrysler 300s thinking they were going to flip it in 2 to 6 months. And if these cars not worth crap, matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys how much this car is actually worth right now. You look at $37,000. The sticker on this, the MSRP on this car was $56,800, something like that. But there were people who paid a markup on this car. I'm talking about $10,000, $15,000 markups. Even right now, certain dealerships, if you try to buy one of these cars brand new, they're selling it for $80,000. But so you telling me if I trade my car in right now, it's only worth $37,000, and you're gonna put it on your lot for $55,000, $60,000? You know, Stellantis that should be illegal what they're doing, guys. Honestly, it should be illegal. And I haven't really spoke out much about it, but today I got some things to say. I know a few people who bought those last call cars and they're in a situation where they need to get rid of it, but they can't get anything for the car because it's just not worth anything. You know, you pull up at the dealership in one of these cars saying you're going to trade it in, and you owe $70,000 on it, they're gonna probably give you $40,000 for it. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So leave your comments, guys. What do y'all think, man? It's a crazy situation. And you know, like I always tell people, if you bought this car with the intentions of flipping it, you made a bad deal. Bottom line, that's just a bad decision. And all you can do now is just keep the car. But for most of us, we understand that you don't buy these cars as investments. Not these cars. You know, the older ones back in the day when they were made of metal, these cars are made of fiberglass, plastic, crap. They're not made of anything that's gonna last 60 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these cars just not gonna last that long. So, you know, all these folks who ran out, I mean, there's people who went out and bought 3 and 4 last call cars because they wanted to flip them. And I honestly think in the beginning, when they were hard to get, if you bought one and you were able to get a good deal on it, you could probably resell it. Because there were people who were doing that. They were buying the last calls, keeping them for a few months, and then reselling them back to the dealerships because people were so anxious to buy them. And they was just, if they found one, they were just buying them. You know, because there's people who got a lot of money. But at the same time, rich people don't stay rich by throwing away money. Stellantis, Tavares, he got to go. You know, hopefully he does leave in 2026. They keep posting social media posts of Hellcat red eyes and stuff. Like, y'all don't even sell these cars anymore. Why are you still posting these cars? It's almost like they trolling us, guys. It's like, I really feel like sometimes Dodge, Stellantis, they trolling us. They just want us to be mad or something. Like, they want the company to go under. And it's sad, man. Mopar enthusiasts are not happy about what's going on. And you know, you keep seeing all these posts about people wanting to buy a Chrysler, buy a Dodge. Man, nobody's buying this daggone company. The reputation that these cars have, who would want to jump into that mess? I know I wouldn't. But, you know, I mean, I got high hopes. I'm hoping that somebody would take over this company and make it make sense again, and, you know, bring back the V8s. But it's not all Stellantis' decision. You know, the government got something to do with what's going on. And I'm not even gonna get into all that because that's completely out of my daggone spectrum of influence. It's, you know, what the government doing. Like, I have no control over that. Only thing I can do is vote, and maybe that'll help. Excuse me. But other than that, there's nothing else I can really do about that. So leave your comments, guys. What do y'all think? I know a lot of you guys are frustrated about the value of their car, man, because that stuff, it's tanking. I mean, these cars are literally tanking in value. Not worth anything. Ford is the only company that's still pushing their V8s. They still being creative. You look at that GTD, that's a bad car, man. Even though the average person cannot afford one, but it's just the mindset that matters. Stellantis ain't even almost thinking like that. These fools still coming out with these super stupid small SUVs The Hornet is just sitting on lots rotting. A lot of the Hellcats and stuff are sitting on lots rotting. The ones that are left. Some of the dealerships are trying to lower the prices slightly, but some are still trying to hold on to them, hoping that, you know, people will still buy them. But the value of the cars are just dropping because people are losing interest in them, you know, in a sense. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So I don't know, guys. Leave your comments. I'm gonna do some more research on this stuff, guys. I'm gonna start digging deeper into what's going on. So if you're new to my channel, man, hit the like button, subscribe. Appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.